Okay, so we're going to do a sewer inspection here today, a sewer lateral inspection for the city of Ventura. Actually, we do it for the client, and then we turn the video and the paperwork into the city of Ventura, which is required for transfer of ownership. So, and here's the equipment I use. This here's one of my cameras, and this is our monitor. And you can see it has various buttons on it, and this is the power. Turn that on, you'll see that the head's lighting up. See, it kind of goes through this little uploading procedure, downloading, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if we can see ourselves. Okay, so we're going to turn it off. Turn it off right here. And you'll see the camera head, the light go out. See, it's powering off. And now the light will go up. And then here, this is a locator. And what the locator does is this camera head, this is actually the lens of the camera and the lighting. But then here, somewhere in the middle here, is a thing called a sonde. And the sonde is actually a transmitter, and this is the receiver. And this tells us where the location of the pipe is and how deep it is, and orientates us, especially if we have to dig up the pipe. You know, there's the days of just randomly digging, hoping you find the sewer pipe, are long gone with this equipment. Okay, so what we're looking into now is the city main, and that we're in the middle of the street, and what you see now is the water going by from the other businesses around, like, you know, people flushing toilets and running the sink and stuff. And we want to locate that pipe in the middle. So what I'm going to do is stop the camera. I'm going to use those devices I showed you earlier on locating the pipe, and then we know where the depth is and where it's at, and that way we could draw a map for the city report. So what I'm going to do is pause this and be right back. Okay, so my camera's right here. Push the button. Let's see. It's got to be kind of precise. Let's see, right here, the X. Here's where my pipe is. I already marked it. It's 6 feet 7 inches. And then we walk over to here. And here's the camera. And then here's the clean out we're using. Now this is the main line. It's all plastic. It's been replaced. And then right here's the Y. We're looking for defects in that, but there's not going to be any because it's all plastic. And now we're actually doing the lateral. That's actually a glued joint right there. And then we're pulling it back. So we pull the camera back slowly. Usually we try to do about 20 feet per minute. Like, some of these are pretty bad, but this one's been replaced, so it's actually a pretty easy one, but we still have procedurally we have to do 20 feet per minute. So we're looking for any cracks, defects, breaks, and seldom does that happen in these cases with the plastic pipe. Sometimes we run water in it, but I already did another inspection with the water in it, and I wanted to get a better view of the pipe this way without the water in it, because sometimes on the bottom of the pipe there's defects and you can't see it when the water's running through it. Like, say there's a hole there, we're not going to be able to really see it with water running. So I usually do 2 inspections. Want to make sure. Actually, the camera's actually upside down, so we're going to turn it around. There we go. See, I can see the flow channel. slowly, we come back. To me, that looks like a 6-inch line going out to the street. This particular building's a sewage treatment plant. I'm sorry, not sewage treatment, it's a water treatment. So they use a lot of water here. Okay, so right here's a turn. And this is a 4-inch line right here. So what they did is they went 4-inch and then it turns into some kind of main line right here. But we're only interested in the lateral. So technically we're exiting the lateral, but we still have to inspect this part. So as you can see, they changed the pipe. This is the green pipe. I think it's called SDR35, green pipe. And we still go slowly. Okay, so there's a little bit of old cast iron here. This is like right where the pipe exits the building, and this is part of the original construction. Okay, I have to pause the camera for 1 minute. I'll be right back. I just got to mark the transition. Okay, I'm back. So we're getting ready to pull the camera out of the clean out. And what I do on these inspections, I pull the camera out, I wipe off like any of the mud or dirt or anything on the camera head. Use a baby wipe to do that. And then we want to show the clean out. This is the clean out we're going through. It's next to some kind of water main. And then there's part of the property. Show visualization of the property. Right there. And then there's the street we're working on. And here's my equipment. You can actually see it. So. And what I'm doing is I'm recording it into my phone here. That way I could download it to YouTube, and if there's a problem I could send it instantly to the customer, or sometimes on these real estate transactions they need to see it right away. Okay, that concludes our inspection. Thanks for watching.